I know the weather will be hotter next week, but what can you do?
It's coming to an end. I
Yeah.
mean, we talked about meteorological. Autumn starts tomorrow. Kind of Labor Day is always kind of the unofficial end of summer, and it's actually going to feel like fall for a couple days at least. This is a beautiful view from our Mr. Sparky Carolina camera network. Just wall-to-wall blue skies over in Dallas. The back edge of Idalia continues to push offshore. That clear, cool conditions moving in, but the Atlantic is very active. Remember, we're in the peak of the season. September 10th is actually the peak day of the Atlantic hurricane season. So we're in the heart of it. There's a lot of stuff going on. Franklin, the remnants of Gert, Idalia, Jose's out there. You probably know Jose was there, but out in the middle of the Atlantic. And then two other waves we're watching. All of these, none of them, I should say, really heading our way, but kind of shows you how active things are. Now, last night, we didn't get to see the full moon because of all the cloud cover and rain. If you're up early this morning, you saw it, but you get a second chance tonight. While it's not technically full, it is 99% full. Remember, it was called the blue moon. That's a figure of speech. It is not blue in color because it's the second full moon in a calendar month. So that's why it gets that name. That's a pretty rare occurrence, and one like this won't happen for a while. Tomorrow, again, meteorological autumn starts. There's our averages for the season. September 1st, the average high drops to 86. By the end of November, the average high is in the upper 50s. So that tells you how much of a change we see throughout the season. And we're going to get some taste of that in the mornings the next couple of days. A lot of 40s in the mountains, 50s everywhere else. Beautiful evenings and afternoons. And then the heat starts to crank back up by the time we get to Monday. Now, dew points are low as well, so it's a combination of cool air but also dry air. Dry air can cool down rapidly at night, but it starts to warm up a lot in the afternoon. All the rain we had this week, we had 5 straight days of measurable rainfall in many locations. We'll get a chance to dry out completely. We'll actually start to see things growing like crazy because of that. Allergies are starting to come back. The ragweed season is here. The grasses, ragweed, and obviously mold. That is definitely my time of year. We start seeing the ragweed. You start feeling it. High range for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The windy, dry weather will kick that up. We're not done with the heat yet. We're going to see the heat make a return next week. The 6 to 10 day temperature outlook shows a big heat dome over the middle of the country. We'll be on the edge of that. Even our average highs are in the mid to upper 80s. We're going to be closer to the low and mid 90s. For most of next week. Tomorrow, though, picture perfect. Chamber of Commerce Day, 80, 81, northeast winds. Just a beautiful Friday to kick off the holiday weekend. The rest of the weekend's great as well. It just steadily gets warmer. So if you're a pool or lake person, you're going to get that opportunity, especially Sunday, Monday, as temperatures climb back into the upper 80s and low 90s. I tell you what, Sunday morning is going to be great for that around the crown 10K here in town on your Guy Roofing 7-day forecast. Low humidity, light winds. Beautiful, beautiful start to the day Sunday. But next week, look at the 90s making a return and maybe even mid 90s for most of next week.
Oh, goodness.
It's going to be hot.